Yeah. Ho-
Until, the age resources will find somebody else that has no business at
The county courthouse.
Yeah, the print shop that was on Avenue Estate just closed.
Oh, it did? How
Mm,
come?
not enough business. Yeah.
Anyone that works there tell me came to
And they were giving 50% to any project that was coming through City Hall, so that was a nice resource too. 50% off all copies is good.
Well, that business, county take all this business. I think
Yeah, if no one else take, I say take more.
Huh?
I said, especially if no one else take as many as you can.
Can I get some for me? I told you I didn't put my block on that block down.
I sent the message. I did.
I need your contact info.
Okay.
Well, they just sent me, I guess, a copy of it. Okay. Oh, that's right.
No, Dakeem, I'm the one, on that group, I'm the one that can do the communication and make sure whatever we say is verbal. But, Court only is on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can talk.
But he put me, I just do all the communication, make sure all the word is right on social media, because when we do start, we need to be right about what we do. You know what I mean? We have to have the same page.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
But I was telling him that you were asking so many good questions. And you don't care, you're like, wait, if I'm on Joan or whatever, stop that, what do you mean about this?
Yeah.
All right.
This is critical right here.
It's very critical.
All right. So this is a great question. This is a great question. We're looking to build these capacity of the meetings, whether if we have to relocate to reach as many people as possible. But those that come out, get information, firsthand knowledge. This is how we got Holy City on the cleanup list. That's how we got most of the ones that we already done, is because of those that came and vocalized their interest in doing something that matters for their block. So, we are holding people accountable, and we will be looking for those those that participate the most. But to get things rolling, we are officially starting. And so we have our updated presentation. We know who we all are. Haley is not with us today, or Daniela, but we have me and Dakeem. We're going to give you all the insight for upcoming events and activities. All right, disclaimer. We are not city council members, government officials, nor a neighborhood watch program. We do not make policy, but we can advocate for neighborhood needs. Our focus is on grassroots actions, not political decision making. Shared message. We can share this. They'll keep us on one accord. Also with these responsibilities, beautification efforts, summer cleanup series. That's what we're currently in now. Expand communication between city and residents. That's our ongoing mission with the monthly block captain meetings, city council meetings, and connecting residents with city departments. And the roles of the block captains. Role of the block captain is to attend events, block captain meetings, summer cleanup series, city events. Connect with your neighbors. All right? Reach out. Distribute flyers, physical copies, and on social media. The BCP chat group is on Facebook. This is a public group chat. This is the block captain page. You can find it on Facebook. It's open for all members to go on. If you want to start communicating things, so get on that group. You'll start seeing communication flow into there more often. All right, that's going to be our main source of communication when it comes to asking questions, and also just getting general insights on what others are doing in the city. All right, this is the barcode right here, the QR code. If you have your phone, you can queue it up. You can get you right to that chat.
And we can help you guys also. So before you leave, I can help you put it in.
All right, this is a video from the state. Keep Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful adoption program. They have some insight on what the process looks like. And Dakeem's gonna give you more insight on the welcome package as well. Small disclaimer, we have to fill out another application for the state. Yes, individually.
We'll explain why.
And
It's
Dakeem's
not-
gonna
it's
go
not
more.
hard also, so we'll
Yeah.
explain why.
He's gonna go more into it after the video, and we're gonna hold all questions today so we can get them all in one jump. We're on standby.
You can try it. Oh, man. Awesome.
Well, I'll tell you this, because that's 11 minutes, and I didn't realize that. We can forward this to people also. We'll show you guys a little bit of it, but it's just an introduction of what Keep PA Beautiful is and why we need this a part of our organization, a part of our group with the city. I'll let him try to figure the sound out, but this is one of our biggest organizations that work with the state that also help fund us. That's our first funding we have, and it's just introducing that we are specifically, as residents, are joining the group.
We all wish we lived in a world that's free of trash and litter, but people like you understand that wishing won't make it happen. You are actually ready to do something about it. Hi, I'm Teresa Bachman with PA Cleanways. Since 1990, PA Cleanways has offered an adoption program as a way for individuals, families, groups, and businesses to adopt local areas they care about and help keep them clean. PA Cleanways is a nonprofit organization that empowers people to eliminate illegal dumping and littering in Pennsylvania. Most locally maintained roadways, greenways, city blocks, public spaces, and even communities can be adopted through PA Cleanways Adoption Program. Our adoption program complements PennDOT's Adopt a Highway program. If there's a state-maintained roadway that you care about and would like to adopt, contact your local Adopt a Highway coordinator. Adopting is a proven and effective way to address persistent dumping and littering, and it helps keep those areas trash-free. This video will provide step-by-step instructions to ensure that your adoption is a safe and successful one. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is review areas that are eligible for adoption through the PA Cleanways Adoption Program. Locally maintained roads are roads that your municipality will take care of for things like snow removal and general maintenance. Greenways include trails, waterways, pathways, parks, or any other space designated for recreation or land protection. Parking lots like those at malls and other shopping areas, city blocks, and vacant lots can be adopted. You can even adopt your community. If you would choose to adopt your community, you would need to be sure of a few things first. Is your community in compliance with Act 101? This means that if there are more than 5,000 people in your community, curbside recycling programs are in place. If there are less than 5,000 people in your community, voluntary recycling options are available to the residents. The municipality also needs to provide a letter indicating a commitment to provide your support for a community-wide cleanup once a year. If you are unsure if the area you want to adopt is eligible, just contact PA Cleanways, and we would be glad to help. Okay, let's assume you've already decided on a location you'd like to adopt. One person, 18 years or older, will need to act as the primary contact. Now, it doesn't matter if a school, a business, or an organization requests the adoption. You'll still need a single primary contact person who will be responsible for contacting the property owner, registering the adoption, organizing safe cleanups, and periodically reporting the results back to PA Cleanways. Once your primary contact person is selected, the real business of an adoption program begins. Speaking with the landowner or maintainer of the property and letting them know your plans to adopt the road or area is the first order of business. The landowner could be an individual, local government, state park or forest personnel, or a local business owner. Not only do you need permission from the landowner to adopt and clean the area.
All right, I'm gonna do a real quick run through on what Keep PA Beautiful. That's 11 minutes. I can do this all in 5 minutes. All right. Keep PA Beautiful is, and I just make sure I had my wording right. It's It's a program that's, the purpose of this program is for individuals and groups to keep their community or their block safe. What happens is they provide funding for us. The funding is, it come up to $50 to $100, don't matter what it is, but what it does is it brings in gloves, rakes, those type of things that we need on the block. They're going to fund those things for us. They have stimulations to it. You have to do an application to it, grants on it. If I'm mistakenly, they want at least twice a year for us to do a mass clean on that block. So whether we clean it every other week as a group, they want a mass clean on that block at least twice a year with the funding. The funding comes, if I'm mistaken, Jessica help us out with the funding. It's like once a month for, I think it's overall or is it individual. I don't know how they're going to do it if we all join in.
I mean, I know that if we adopt blocks, they'll give like welcome kits.
Yeah.
To each of you.
Okay.
That'll include signs.
Signs, gloves,
And then
rakes.
for the block captain program as a whole, you get quarterly micro grants for like further supplies.
So that's, all right, I like how he said that. So basically, they're gonna provide the supplies to you guys, like you said, signs, trash bags, those small things that you need for that, just the one block that you need. Hey, we're gonna clean up this block this week, this stuff that we need, and I think that you coordinate with us to get towards. That's basically what PA Beautiful. They just have stimulations to it. You have to sign up, and that's a verbal. We can help you guys out with that. Also, we have to be coordinated with it, like compliance-wise. Make sure that we do everything they ask us to do in order to keep this grant going. Anything that's not said about Keep PA Beautiful is just period as that.
Yeah, that covers most of it.
Yeah.
We just have to apply individually
Yeah.
to be compliant with them, and they can recognize your adoption.
So, what I understood, I could just take adoption policy,
Yes.
and if adoption policy is 2 times a year, you're going to have to be.
Yes, that's your commitment with the state. that
That's your
you,
commitment with, yeah.
as
For
you-
us, it's different.
Yeah, for us, it's
We
different.
want a couple times out of the year, but
What is my commitment?
Your commitment for your sign is saying, I, Gail Robertson, am adopting this block, and you are agreeing with the state that you will uphold that obligation of at least cleaning
twice a year.
twice a year.
Yeah.
That's getting my neighbors on the other side of the
Yep.
street involved.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, and you'll do that portion underneath the block captain program, rallying them up, support.
And we can help you rally them up. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I don't like this lady. And that's for everybody. What, she don't like the way that, you know what I mean? We can go and approach them and say, hey, this is the new program that we got going on. We just want you to be cordial with it. This 2 times a year, we're asking that you come out and, support that, you cleaning your portion. You don't got to clean your, you know what I mean? You don't got to clean JJ block, but we want you to clean your portion of the block. It's your surrounding area while we just make sure we have this funding going the right way. You know what I mean?
Be the front of the street and the back of the street, because I have.
I got to look at that. I'm not sure if he knows, but I think it's just a block.
Application, like you can define
Yeah.
whatever you're adopting, so you can define your adoption. I mean, what I was telling them is, we were talking with Keep PA Beautiful, trying to just see if they would accept our block captain application, so that we didn't have to.
Do it
fill
again,
out
yeah.
2 applications, so. that's
takes like
part
2
of the
minutes,
delay
but
you're trying to
people don't like
get that
signing.
arranged. So we apologize that it didn't work out, but it's still worth it because
Yeah.
we send you supplies directly, so we can get a bunch of supplies.
Like the trash bags on the blocks. Hey, I need a trash bag. All right, are you involved with our block captain? Like you can be able to, you know what I mean, disperse trash bags for like, you know what I mean?
You've seen our place, right, Michael? So you saw,
Yeah.
you saw, I'm not gonna be long, but I'm trying to get a picture, so you saw the front of the street, the whole city.
Yes.
I've number, we can number. Then you saw behind where there's a street, that's all, now there's a street
Mm-hmm.
on both sides.
I think he was telling us about that. Is that all the way in the back?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
that's
I
our-
was going to drive past it and look at that because that's something that, and I don't want to stop you guys, but that's something that we have to talk to the mayor about because Public Works can take care of that. Where, you know what I mean? Because I think if not mistaken, we're coming to Holy City, right? So if we come to Holy City, and I think Justin said this, I think we're looking at make sure Public Works come in there and get the big bulks of stuff before we even try to come in there and clean up. You know what I mean? And that's something that we're looking into doing too. Making sure that we work with Public Works ahead of time before because we don't want to pay them, we don't, Saturday and Sunday, they don't want to work anyway. So we're thinking on like a Friday or Thursday, they come in and get the big bulk. So when we come in on that Saturday or Sunday as a big group, we'll be able to just say, all right, this is for Monday for them to pick up, because they already picked up the big, you know, the big bulk of stuff. You know what I mean? So we're gonna, I mean, I'm sure you're still contacting Mike on this, but we'll talk to you about that to make sure that,
And now I'm understanding what you're asking me to do, both sides of the street. You know, that's in my alleyway, on my street, which is the alley, on both sides. So I have to look, because they have like,
that's your limitation though. Like, that's up to you, like your limitation, how far you want that block to go, because you sound, I know, trust me, my uncle lived on that block, so I know exactly what you're saying. Like in the middle is 8th Street, and outside you have alleyways, so you have a big bulk to take care of. My thing is like, because we do have a public works, let me drive past there today, and then I'll relay it to the group and see exactly how it is, because I don't want us to go in there and say, oh, we can do it, we can't do it. You know what I mean? I don't want to go in there and feed you ants and a dog, and that don't go together.
Yeah.
Ants and dogs don't go together. So, yeah. Anything that we're calling on.
so today is what, the 17th? So next, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, 26th, and then the clean up.
Yes.
So I think that'll be time, I guess, that we can get in touch with public works, get in.
Yeah. So I'm looking to, I don't know what their schedule look like. Let me say, we dealing with Public Works and we deal with Chester too, so we just need to get ourselves together. You know, we got a good mayor now. So we just trying to figure out when can we get them in there, because I'm sure they can do it. I mean, I'm sure Public Works can come in there and try to figure out the big bulk, but the problem is, like, we're dealing with almost 8 miles of a city, and you know what I mean, we're not dealing with 20, 30 staff members. So we want to be able to say we're not hounding them on our projects, because this is our project, you know what I mean? Even though this is not, the city's supposed to help us, but this is our project. So we want to make sure that we're not over hounding them on, oh, we want this clean, we want that clean, oh, make sure you go get that. And they already have a whole list of whatever they have. So let me get with the mayor and his team to see exactly what can they do.
I have a question with public works, because I don't know who the landlord is, I don't know who most we can finish on, but on my side of the street, there's a whole bunch of poles just coming. So when you're
Is it on the property?
well, it's on his property.
That's LNI. It's not Public Works. So yeah, you have to deal with, because that's a housing situation. And now I'll talk to you after that. Any?
Yeah, I'll look in there. I got you.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about that. I got you.
Now, I have a street between John and Tech that they dumping mattresses back. We worked hard near Ruth, got the public works out there and moved pounds of trash. And they came right back and started dumping again, short dumping.
I'll talk to the mayor about that also, but I want to, on behalf of him, and I'm not speaking up for the mayor, but one thing I will say, one thing I've seen this year that the mayor put the police department, he put LNI, and he put Public Works together. So that was a big deal. We've never had that before. So I know that the mayor is making sure that they all collaborate to make sure that we all right, if you can't tackle it, you going to tackle it. Somebody going to tackle it. So I know that he's working on those type of things. So if you say you spoke to him and he said that he picked up the first time, all you got to do is hit the company up and say, do it again, because I know they're working well together.
Yes, sir. Remember that big mountain of trash that was stacked up? Oh, my God. We got this stuff moved. Now they're short dumping again. They're short dumping again.
Yeah, and that's a common trend with dump sites. It's a site where people start commonly using it over and over again. It's not like a one-time dump. After it gets cleaned up, it's a dump again. Yes.
Yeah. All right. We good?
Yes.
Any other questions? All right. Yep. No, you guys are good.
Yeah,
You got a question?
Well, I was asking my co-captain, is it well lit or is it dark?
It's dark.
Okay, well, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
It's gonna always be a problem.
Yeah.
Because it only takes 10 seconds to dump something.
This on 10th and Booth. Oh wait, I know exactly. You're talking about McCaff.
I'm saying that's apartment complex by the daycare.
Yeah.
That's like the apartment complexes, right? Like by that daycare center.
Yeah, right behind the apartment complex.
See, the thing about that is, and I'm not speaking on behalf of the city, the thing about that area is that
Community action property.
Yeah, they lack on that, and I don't want to speak on them either because they probably working hard, but that housing is a different housing. Yeah, it's a tenant issue. That's what I want to say.
This is an actual street.
Yeah, but at the same time, is who's putting them on the street? Them tenants. That's what I'm just being honest about it. Like, you gotta understand, like, all right, yeah, it becomes a city issue later on because it goes on the street, right? But at the same time, if the departments are continue allowing them to put it out there, we gotta go for L&I to get them to say, hey, you gotta stop having your tenants to. And I can put that on my notes too to send that to.
Actually pinned it to the complex, or was it some?
Well, if it's and I don't know, but what I know of when it comes to, you know, apartment complexes, that they all take care of their trash at one, right? So that's up to L&I to go up there and say, hey, you got to tell your tenants, or you got to raise the price or something, because, you know what I mean? And that comes to us finding them too. So we can find them for keeping out there, but.
And Mr. Bell, Mr. Bell, the app, the Chester Connect mobile app, will have a ticketing system where you see something and you don't know where to go. You could just put in a ticket of the issue, take pictures, and you can send that to licensing, and they'll go out and address it.
Yep, and that's the
But
new app. The new
it's
app we
not
got.
live yet. They're still working out the kinks
Yeah.
on the app to get that
Yeah.
live, but that's going to assist us more than any common resident.
Right.
'Cause
Like, you know
we're,
what-
we're in the know while they're developing. So once it roll out, that's
Yeah.
a system that we'll be able to use. Put the issue
And I think that's
in
for
there.
every department, right?
It's for any department, any
Yeah.
issue.
So that's a
it
big
will
deal
get
for us here in
tailored to
Chester.
go to those departments to tackle.
Us
So
being able to.
as we see things, we could go in the app, add that issue, and the rifle department could go issue a ticket for it, get it resolved, and you could track it on the app.
That's part of communication and transparency, of just like putting in and say, hey, this is Public Works Department, I need to figure out, or this L&I specifically, I'm sure they're gonna have an address on there, name, number, and they'll call you back from there.
And we should definitely have it by the end of the year, if I'm not mistaken. The last update I received was it will be up by the end of the year. Any
Yeah,
insight?
But I'll have, like, for any of these kind of individual things, if you pass them along, we can have, Public Works come take a look, and, or L&I, or whatever the correct department is. So that's part of what you guys can help us do, is point us in the right direction, show us where should
Yeah.
we be paying attention, like, where are the problems, in your neighborhood, and you can kind of be a voice for your neighborhood, so this is helpful.
Might I make a suggestion? If we could get some of the individuals from each department here physically in the meeting, so we can get introduced to them.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's actually a good idea.
I think that would be good,
At least like once a
one
month.
of the things is working in unison
Yeah.
with all departments.
Yeah, we had the recycling coordinator come out, so
Okay,
like
yeah,
talked with you
yeah.
guys before, but that's a good idea to have other department heads come to this meeting,
Yeah.
so I will work on it.
Yeah, 'cause I called her up yesterday, they were supposed to pick up, my recycling, and she got on it, they picked it up today.
Right.
But like I say, when we get everybody working on the same page.
That's how you work together. Come out.
Great,
Nobody leave the room without knowing no answer. I always learned that as, yeah.
The other thing I'll say is, so part of the idea with this Facebook group that they created is like, if you see something like that, like, oh, there's this dump site, you can even post a picture in there.
Mm-hmm, yep.
And then
Okay.
I'm in that group, so I'll see it, or they can bump me on it, and that'll be a way that we can like kind of communicate directly. It's pretty easy.
So don't be afraid to put your concerns in. If it's, hey, this place been, so if you don't know what Facebook, the group that we're gonna have is like, it's private, so it's not public. It's everybody that's block captains. What it is, you can just drop, hey, I'm having a problem in this block, I'm having a specific problem here, or you can message us privately and tell us, like, you know what I mean, if someone's not being cordial with what you guys got going on the block, that's what we're here for. But that group is specifically for you dropping information, dropping pictures and photos in meetings. Before I end with Mike, you got a question, Mayor? You have a statement or anything you want to say? This is Mayor Roots, y'all, by the way. I don't know if y'all know who Mayor Roots is. He's the mayor of Chester. He's so happy to be our mayor.
Oh, yeah. I'm happy to have it.
This has been a vision of mine since I got in government, this block captain campaign. stormwater inlet being blocked to a pothole in the street. You know, it's not just trash. It's, you know, for me, it's a way to communicate back and forth between City Hall and our neighborhoods. So, you know, your role is more than just cleanups. I just want you to take it as serious as you are. I'm a spokesperson on behalf of the city for your neighbors. Like Michael opened up, you know, this is not about politics at all. You're not committee persons, you're not ward leaders, you know, none of that applies to you. So you can be as
Authentic.
as welcoming, as family-like. You know, what I love about Chester, and have always loved about Chester, is that it has a southern charm, you know, to it. And it's up to, you know, our neighbors to act like neighbors. And it starts with people in the neighborhood taking on the mantle of, you know, I'm gonna make it happen. Some people, your next door neighbor, might just ignore you the whole time. Like, I don't care. We have a lot of renters, you know, in this town, so we can't expect that everybody who's, you know, getting 6-month lease, 12-month lease, or just passing through the town are gonna be on board. You know, don't get mad at them. Don't get mad at them. But we want our presence felt. So, you know, the fact that we're connected with the, tell me what their name is, Pennsylvania.
Keep PA beautiful.
EPA beautiful. You know, a lot of what they do is give us the materials as markers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a symbol, something you can see that's in effect. So you're in good company here, and you guys are going to be superstars because of what you do, because I'm going to spread it out, you know, to the world. I'm going to repeat, there's a lot of cities, there's a lot of small towns and big, you know, interested in seeing how we do it here. So, you know, we'll be the model for this. Guys like Hakeem, who always walks around with his camera, you know, documenting everything, whether it's video or audio, and it's photographs. You know, that stuff is really important as we build our portfolio. These aren't, you know, we're not doing this in secret. This is a very public endeavor. You guys are very courageous for taking on this work. I got to say that, because so many people are hiding in the woods. They love to complain. They love to put out, you know, just stuff, but they don't want to do the work. And it's so easy to, you know, do things for likes and shares and, you know, all that stuff. But it's a different thing to do the work that directly affects our city. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for even coming out today on one of the hottest, most humid days in the world. And also, to Mike's point, this may not be the best place to gather. You know, we may need to start finding locations, you know, around the city that's a little more convenient, you know, to others. But this is our home. This is always open and welcome to you guys for meeting. We don't want to be we don't want to be that 9 to 4:30 buildings like so many churches that, you know, are only open on Sundays. You know, we don't want to be that only open during business hours. This is your space. You know, your taxpayers pay for this building. If you haven't been here in the past, you'll see constant improvements going on. I mean, even this video stuff wasn't here 2 years ago. When you walked up the steps, the floors are shiny. I mean, we're doing these small things to make this place the center of, you know, government. And this is your city hall. Don't be shy, man. Communications is paramount. Communicate to your leaders here. These are your leaders for this project. They communicate to me, through you, and through government, through our city app. I hope you guys have downloaded each other. That's our way of pushing notifications out to you. And I'm going to make you share that with your neighbors as well. We want to get this city app. We want everybody in the city, you know, that's, you know, humanly possible, to download that app. It's free, and it's another, you know, tool that we use to communicate to the people. I can't say I'm a big fan of total transparency, but I don't want there to be any secrets either, you know, especially important information. So that's what we're about. We're really, we want to hear from people. We want to hear from people. We love to, you know, as a guy who did journalism in this town since 2006, I know how people like to whisper in barbershops.
Aha.
You know, in beauty salons, in the church meetings, at the Masonic Hall, and a lot of it's really important. And, you know, now you have a government
That's a bipartisan right there.
And then he's like, well, I got another reason. Nah, you just don't know. You know? But, you know, that's how we're operating here. Like, we want to hear from people a lot of times. You guys have better ideas than we do.
Yep.
Like, and on the organization chart of city government, the top of the organization chart is not the mayor, it's the citizens, it's the residents. So, you guys are really ushering a new period here in the city, in the city period, where you can communicate to us, and we're going to communicate back. I will say that our phone system sucks right now. If you're trying to call, the phone system here is in bad shape. I'll admit that publicly. We have our IT guys working on it, and working on it pretty much means unplugging everything and starting over again. You know, telephones aren't like they used to be, where you have, you know, a phone number that goes directly to people. All these telephones now are operated through computers and internet, and there's just been so much stuff with the system, we can't even fix it, we want to start over. That's why when you call here, you might leave a message, and you might think you got to the right person, and they didn't get back to you. It's not because they're ignoring you, they never got the message. Or you're trying to call somebody, and you go to the front desk, and they try to transfer you somewhere, and it goes dead. It's frustrating, I know. But you guys won't have that problem. You got direct contacts here in these three. Use them. Use them. Don't try to go around them, because it just may frustrate you. So, I want to clap for you guys for being a part of this, and believing in this vision of, you know, citizens can help clean up their town. But again, between me and you, it's more about cleaning up. It's about communicating, you know, creating a new effective line of communication between neighborhoods and city government. That was a long answer.
I just realized we're the same. I talk too much. He do too. I said, wait, hold on. I thought I talked.
No, this is
That's
important context, because we all know the changes that are, if you don't know it, you can kind of feel the changes happening. But we get to adopt our city while changes are happening. So if we are being the change that we want to see, now you adopt your block, you adopt your block, you adopt your block. We're adopting our city back to take ownership of it, if you get it. You have an interest in doing it, so you can adopt your piece of it.
And we want
Take
you guys to
interest.
know this too. I don't want to block you off, but you guys have a say-so. Like the mayor said, like, you guys have the voice. We just here to be on the committee. Whatever you guys say, hey, I don't like this, whatever, we going back to the drawing board. Because like the mayor said, the residents are first. At the end of the day, we just got appointed. We only here to do our due diligence, and you guys are supposed to, because that's who y'all voted for. You know what I mean? So we don't want y'all to think that y'all don't have no voice. If you say, hey, I don't like this, well, darn it, we don't like it neither. Why we don't like it? So that's how we, you know what I mean? I want to make sure that transparency, communication, like the mayor said, that's what we going by also. So just because he threw it back on us, it's all of us, okay? All right. Before I end it with Michael, any more questions before Mike come back up and end it and say his piece? Yes.
First of all, when I heard the team from the man, thank you. I'm on 600 block of East 21st Street. Okay, right? Now, I am one block captain for my perception, the way I'm looking at it is this. I'm taking both sides, even number and odd number side. I'm gonna go up to the 700 block, which basically is gonna be the end of the street. But between Hyde, going all the way over to Edgemont, all of that is East 21st. A lot of blocks, okay? Whole lot. Now, if anybody who lives in the city, you know 21st Madison is a whole different world. All right? The way you keep coming east. Basically, once you jump across Providence, well, city, it all is
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
it gets real quiet, but what I'm thinking of is working west. Here's the thing, unless somebody else in here is a block captain for one of those blocks, all right? If so, I haven't seen it, you see? Now, as block captain, you only speak about 1, 2 blocks. But if those people farther west, they're gonna need some sort of, here's what I'm going to use. okay? Representation. And you pull through there, you'll see a whole bunch of dirt.
No, I'm not in agreement with you. I was just thinking in my head. I'm not disagreeing with you.
No, what I'm doing is, I'm using kid gloves here, okay? I'm just using kid gloves. But that's the area, okay? That area is gonna require a lot of attention. And it won't just be 1 week or 1 month. You gotta continue. That's gonna require attention for a while, which is okay, all right? Because here's the reason why. Start seeing when you start reading it. Okay? We're gonna have to get in there. We're gonna have to go back. We're gonna have to go back. All right? But from that effort, anything's gonna bring about a change, that will bring about a change. We won't change the culture, but we'll change a couple lives. We'll change a couple spirits. All right? The areas that don't require cleanup, mind up. Okay, either side of the street, it's not necessary. People clean up, and it's an older area. Most of the people are either retired or just about retired, you see? But once, as I said, from Providence going back to Edgemont, going west,
Providence to Edgemont.
well, yeah, on East 21st, from Providence as to
Yeah, we just did
I
a
thought
cleanup.
so,
We
by
just did a
Chester Park,
cleanup
right?
on.
I was
down
about to say
there.
that. Okay, so I think that we have somebody is on that. Paul's right. If I'm not mistaken, it's Paul. So Paul is the black captain for that area. But what I will say is that we probably could connect you with Paul so that y'all can come into a common ground on that, because we just did a cleanup with that not too long ago, with like 2-3 weeks ago. And I'll let Mike answer that because he was there. But we can connect you with the person around there so y'all can get a stronger. No matter if y'all decide, hey, we're gonna come to block caps together, we all got that area together, or we do individual, we're just working together, Winston and Blue. But I know that that's why I was thinking in my head, like that's somebody that that got that block and got that area also. But I want to connect you with him because he's probably gonna be willing to want to work with you if you want to say clean up. Mike.
Yeah, as you go out and introduce yourself to the neighbors, you might stumble across people that are naturally doing things on the block. I say encourage them to sign up, because they might have an interest already. They just didn't know this exists. So that's a good way to go about it. But we could continue to ponder on how we could expand our reach, because that is a long strip, and you want to focus on. You can't put all your attention on the full strip because you live on this side, and everything heading towards Upland Diner is out of sight. So, yeah, as you reach out to people, do your door-to-door introduction, as you meet people and you hear people's concerns, they're going to unload on you. And you're going to learn some of these people are like, you already a block captain. You just don't got the title. You just don't have the formation of the organization like we have. So let's extend the invitation for them to apply, because that also will help our reach. You get the introduction. They know there's places for them to do these things. We just have a foundation in place that we could, roll off of. They don't have it. They just do it because maybe they're a homeowner. Maybe they've been there the longest.
I have a question for the block captains. Do people on your block, like, other than us and us broadening it out, do they on your block know that you guys are block captains? Like, do everyone on the block know? Do we have to push that more so they understand that you guys are the block captain on that block? Okay, so because what I'm thinking in my head when you guys are, like, do we? Okay, I like that. You're showing them like I'm the block captain on that door. Okay.
Yeah, because that's my name on here, and I'm not going to make it come to parents and identify who I am.
If I'm mistaken, also that we can do something too, like where you guys identify block. We have Keep PA Blue Food. They have signs, like street signs, and like rename of the block. Justin, I think we spoke on this before, right? The signs. That's something that can elaborate that this is a block captain block also. But I'm only asking because if we go ahead and just have you guys here and no one else not collaborating with you guys or communicate with you guys with working out or helping out, we got to do something. We got to make sure that, they know that you guys are the block captains on that block. Yeah. Okay. You're different. You live in Holy City, you're different. Your mindset is different too. I know you.
That usually comes with that radio station. I don't know why he's not here tonight, but, you know, we collaborate with each other.
Okay.
Back here,
Are you on separate sides of the street?
now, this is my whole street, and he has his whole area, wherever that is. But his block captain is something that just collaborate on.
Yeah, where he's at? But he's want to work with you on the block. So
I feel like I think he's closer to Curlin, but he works in old Masonic building. So he has interest in the big, but the dance studio is off of 9th Street.
got you.
Yeah.
I know exactly where. Okay. All right. Well, I have no more. I just want anybody any questions. Hey, what's up, love bug? How you been? I know. We saw you. We gonna add it to the time.
But anyway, quick question. Do you have a list of who is block captain for each block? Because people seem to think that I'm block captain for a lot of blocks.
Unfortunately, we didn't tell you that, but we put that on the list.
I don't mind because I'm also a committee person for my area. However, I need some help, so I need to know if did anyone else sign up so that I can, you know what I mean? I can work with them. And I think if we could get so much more accomplished, you know, if I have folks that I can work with, or I'll just try to pull some people in.
You go hand that to all whoever you got, and you tell them to contact us, and we're gonna figure out how we can set their block up.
Give me some names.
No, I was done waiting for you to talking, but I was getting that to you now, so I won't forget to give that to you. But we do have the names, and we'll make sure that you, your area, you know who your area names are. I think we can do that. I don't think we can give everybody names out throughout the whole city, but that area, we'll do an engineering of all right, this is my area of block captains. From this block, this block, this block. From out, you gotta come to us about it. Because I don't want to give out nobody, you know what I mean, information is entitled to privacy, right? So we can't just give no names out. But we can have you collab with them, if not mistaken. I don't know the law about that.
We could see if we could create like kind of a map that gives general areas for like where block captains are covered. So we can have
Yeah.
at least an idea of like they're in this area, you know, or there's no one that's in this area yet. So maybe we can make that and just at least post that in the Facebook groups.
Okay.
People have that.
So I'm put that in my notes now that we.
Now that we've like accepted all of our block.
Okay. I have another question.
Yeah.
So.
Head block captain area. Head block captain area.
As block captain, do we, as a committee of many, do we also do additional things other than clean up?
Yes. We're gonna get to that in this presentation.
Okay.
But we are looking at those that want to do more than just clean up. If you want to set up a table at events around the city of Chester, you might take your grandchildren to these events, you see them at Memorial Park, Chester Park. If you want to station at these events, the opportunity is open. If you decide on to give a month, hey, I'm going to get a city council meeting, I don't mind giving a blurb. Every last council meeting, we will be on the agenda. So we're looking for people that are interested. Kind of outsourcing some of the things that we've been doing the whole time. But those that want to, we want you to have that space to do that. Participate as you can. Everybody's not interested in just cleanup. Some people are only interested in communication, what's happening in the city. You can do that. You can pull the information from the website, download the city app. Anybody I talked to since I heard about this app, that the Chester Connect, if you don't know about it, you can download it, Chester Connect. That's gonna benefit us the most because you'll be able to put tickets for issues that you see in the app. And then go right to the record department to service it and we can kind of track that. The Facebook group, you don't have the link here, but we just started the Facebook group where you can put information in. And by the end of the year. That's up to the date. But we do have the Facebook group. That's where you put all your messages, concerns, and issues until we get that ticketing system. Because we can pass it to the rifle department to slowly start looking at it. You see a big dump site? Send a message to us. Take a picture. Get us as much context as possible. Street name, pictures, something zoomed out so we can see the area that you're talking about, not just this is trash, this is the street. Zoom out so we can get an area perspective shot to see this is where the trash is located, this is the area of interest. But Facebook group chat, let's start there, and then we'll move to the ticketing system later. But everything that you're interested in, keep talking about it with people, and I'm sure you're gonna find people that want to do things with you. And if you need people, they'll come to you.
So I'm gonna break it down.
It's not as easy as I'm saying it, because I know it's gonna be a,
Right
it might be
here,
it's gonna be a journey.
So just before we so we make sure we understand this, that the app on Facebook is not out right now. He's just speaking, like, you know, it's coming soon. The app is gonna be able for you to put in for Public Works, L&I, complaints about the mayor. I got a couple in all, right? And then right now you guys can get on Facebook group chat, which we have a Block Captain group chat where you guys can go in there and put your complaints in for right now. And that's something I can help you set up. That's what Mike was just telling you guys. All right. All right. You got anything else you want to say?
No,
All right, you want to switch?
application.
Yep. Let's switch.
So, all right, so if you haven't seen the previous QR code, that's the application that for the Block Captain program. You can still, we still accept the applications because our scope isn't the full city just yet. We have 46 people and we still have a lot of coverage area that needs to be met. So these are our upcoming events. You can take a picture of it. All flyers except for the September one has already been posted on social media platforms, the city's website. So next we just did Sun Hill. We're going to Holy City next. Their street is done pretty well. Their street looks pretty decent. We just have to get to the end of the street where their parks is. They have a neighborhood park and their alley to hopefully provide space for kids to play and people to park. That's their main issue. If you ever get a chance to drive past it, just look. You'll be pretty shocked that it's pretty neat on Holy City. Then we're going to make our way to Highland Gardens. We're at the park in the Highland Gardens. That's where we'll be stationed at. We're going to have a meeting leading up to it as well. It's the third Thursday in August, so it looks like, one moment. The 21st. August 21st. Now, we do normally have our cleanups at the very last Saturday of every month just to keep them consistent. August will land on Labor Day, so we have to shift it. We have to move it to the 24th from the 23rd. So you see the 24th up here, that's the date. Put that note. And then we're going to move to the biggest event, which is the citywide cleanup. This event this is what we want to build everybody up to. Yes, we're doing the cleanup in Holy City. Let's talk about the big cleanup in the city. Once we move to Highland, we want to keep pushing all of it, but the big cleanup event is the biggest one, where we have multiple dump sites simultaneously, multiple street cleanups simultaneously. And it could be a big thing depending on how we start off. If we do it big this year, that means it could be bigger next year. So we could start talking about what that, we're going to have plenty of meetings discussing that leading up to it. So if you make it to the meeting like you did today, come to the next one. You'll get more insight on what the rollout looks like. Right, and that's all we have for the meeting. But any questions?
The next meeting is on the 21st.
My question is, can we secure street food and trash bags?
Already set. Yep. We got it with our first grant, all bags, gloves, vests, everything we need to get cleanup events efforts started.
Okay.
But to his point though, if you fill out the Keep Pennsylvania
beautiful.
And we can help you set it up.
Okay, so, Jensen, when they send us five, would be a lot, like, we're not gonna store it.
I can, we'll get exactly what's in the kit. I mean, I think it's like they'll give you some trash bags and room and, you know, we'll get a sign, like some different things like that. But again, that'll just be that much more.
Multiply that times
You don't
24.
have to pay for stuff.
Multiply that times 24.
Yeah.
So how are you guys picking areas, like streets? Cause I know I wasn't able, you were on Edgemont, I forgot where I was out of town, but anyway, I wasn't there.
Right.
But how are you picking the streets?
That came from people that came to these meetings.
Okay, all right.
If a person came and they advocated for their street and said, hey, we need this.
Okay,
When the state said we need 5 activities, we said, okay, we're gonna start with the ones that the people that are interested in being block captains.
okay.
Let's go with what they are asking for. So that's where all of our list came from. So if we want to build out for next year, we can start scouting what that looks like. Because all our events that's required for the state are already done. But that do not mean our efforts that what we do outside of the state should fall off because we have our organized events. We're good and clear. It's not about the big 5, it's about what we do on our blocks, what really makes the difference. Right?
We already have the events set for 2025.
Events that are qualified for, required by the state are already set for 2025.
Are you looking to bring them in? Is that what you're asking? That's your
Well,
option.
So, okay, I have a neighbor who is a veteran, and, you cannot see the side of his home because it's, what is it, barns and, you can't see his upstairs or downstairs. That's how bad it is. And he can't do it. He's older and he's on some,
Support.
it's not a walker, but he has 2 separate like canes.
Can I ask you a question? Is it on his own property?
But the brush,
Yeah.
yes. So wait,
We'll
wait,
do something
but,
volunteer wise.
so I do have someone that is working with me to take it all away for him at no charge.
Okay.
Which is a blessing. But I was hoping that maybe someone could come and help, like,
Back it up.
you know, pack it up and, yeah, because he's willing to do it all, which is a lot. But I said maybe if I could get some help with someone, you know, helping me pack it up. I don't know what date he's coming yet, so I can't give it to you guys, even if someone did want to help.
Yes.
But,
I have 2 points for you.
You have my contact info, if I'm not
okay,
already committed to something else,
okay, thank you.
I'll be,
Okay,
Yeah.
because my focus is the whole citywide,
gotta ask.
yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna speak too soon on myself, but I'm open to anything before noon. Yeah, anything early in the morning, I'm fine with. But also, when you introduce yourself to your block, that's an immediate need right now that some people on your block might be interested in.
Oh, yeah, well, my block already knows, but I didn't
We just have to set a date then.
Yeah.
tell
Yeah,
that
we-
yet.
Yeah,
can
because
set
you,
a date to them and let them know, hey, this day we're going to clean up that area, that specific area. And I'll tell you, look, I don't know about y'all, I'm very specific. I would not put a door. Hey, look, I'm block captain, I would like, if you don't, can help me, can help me.
I can't.
But if you, okay.
I mean, Mr. Wade.
you don't want to introduce yourself to everyone.
She knows me.
Because it's too many, which that's another issue.
Yeah,
No.
okay.
Too many dogs.
Too many. Too many.
Where are you again?
I'm on Sunnyside,
Sun Hill?
right around the corner from Chester Park.
Okay.
It's too many. So that's another story, but that's why I won't knock on doors. Now, I might walk up the street with someone and put a flyer on a car, or,
Yes.
you know.
And
but
if you
as far
need,
as going-
because there might be other issues that other black captains might have, so I'm glad you mentioned it. Because anybody that do have an issue with going to neighbors, reach out to us. Well, you are now. I'll get your contact information. You already know Dakeem. We could find a way to get somebody to assist you on making those knocks because you want these people to know who you are. Oh, okay. I understand. I understand.
They do.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that, you know, that's, I can't run. So, you know what I mean?
It's okay. You need somebody that's gonna be right there with you, feet and planted, and say, "What's going on? How you doing?"
As long as it's
Yeah. Cause I understand. I understand. You want to be cautious of who door you're knocking on. You don't want to knock on nobody's door you know don't care about what you got to say.
Yeah, well, most people in my area, well, I mean, I'm good with that. You know what I mean? It's just that I didn't know, and I apologize for coming so late from, you know.
You fine. What's your first and last name?
He said I'm not, you know,
What's-
I haven't been here, but thank you. This information is important to me and my people.
I know her. I'll
And we all have busy lives. We all have work lives. And I don't expect, if I don't see some of you, I wouldn't be shocked. And I'm expecting to probably see some of you most often more than others. But yeah, Dakeem got one to take care of you and follow with you directly.
My girls will take care of them. I just, before you leave, give me your cell phone number. You know, okay, all right, because I've had hers. I have yours already. All right. I'm very straightforward. You gotta text me or whatever, or call me, because you can't sit there and hit me on Facebook. I'm not gonna answer. So just give me my number, your number, I give you your number, we go from there. All right.
All right, then all hearts and minds
Are we good?
are at peace. We can get ready to depart. Not yet.
Don't do that. This not.
We'll have fundraisers. Hopefully we can talk about having a fundraising conversation soon.
And
Maybe,
I will say this.
hopefully one day we won't have to. Maybe it'll just come to us.
I will say that. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
put nothing out there though, but I will say this. Y'all dealing with 3. Me, Haley, or 4, because Justin too.
Justin, yeah.
Me, Haley, and Justin and Mike are all 4 good at grant writing, and I didn't realize that until we started getting into it. Y'all, I don't know if the mayor specifically did this, but we know how to do grants, all of us. And Haley is the best at doing grants, period. But somehow, some way, us 3, 4 is good. So we're not just gonna look for this to keep PA beautiful. We're looking at other things, and we already have. We're just not gonna make an announcement yet until we get it. We ain't gonna throw a bird and get it back. So, like I told you, we have to.
Any idea what the amount is that you're?
We don't know yet. We don't know. We just looking at a lot of grants right
We are looking at all right now. Some come up to a certain amount, so we're open to all. We just put an application in.
As far as fundraisers other than grants, like do you
Oh,
have a set goal in mind?
I personally have one, but we as a group, we have not talked about fundraising yet because we are looking into grants. But that is a conversation. I want y'all to know we're not looking into
We're
fundraising.
looking at everything.
We're looking outside first, and hopefully we won't have to personally do our own fundraising. Because that's a whole nother issue outside of cleanup and communication in our city. So
You know, one of my main focuses on the beautification of my block. I want to see if we can get, funding for probably live plants and bulb plants.
You'll be surprised what type of funding you can get for anything. Like, I just realized, I ain't gonna, because I know Mike can do it, but you literally have agricultural funding, you have all types of stuff. I mean, you can just have trees behind you, and that's a funding right there. Y'all look at that, and that's what other people are doing. They're doing fundings, and we just sit here like, I'll tell you, and I only learned this through the mayor and his Keep PA Beautiful, well, literally Justin too. When I found out Keep PA Beautiful, I started looking like, well, how much more funding can we get? And I'm looking at, you got agricultural, you have gaming funding, and believe it or not, we are surrounded by woods. It may be like because we're a city, but we have those, we buy the water, that's funding there. So it's all types of funding we have. It's just the matter we doing the right compliance way, us getting it the right way, and not us saying that, oh, we can get that because we have. No, we got to make sure we do it the right way. And we have a good team that's watching over us, Justin and the mayor, who's doing it the right way to make sure we get it. So we can just consider when we all leave, it's still there. You know what I mean? We still have the type of funding that we can get. So I will say that.
And so whoever's doing the funding of the grant writing, before you're doing that, do you do this in conjunction with your other jobs, or is this the job you do every day? Like your whole-
I'll tell you, one person
Yes.
does.
Yeah.
Haley does it for a living.
Yeah.
Haley does it for a living. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I was a little more excited because that's a hard job to do.
Yeah, we all have work lives. We are doing this because we have time and we
Yeah.
care.
We all
So we
have
want to give our
lives.
time to the city.
But you guys have, like I told you, you have, especially Mike and Haley, I'm not gonna speak much on me, and Justin too, but you guys have a good team. This team, these guys are 100% dedicated to it. You'll think that, we getting paid on the board for it. I'm just being honest. Did y'all catch the bets? Y'all caught the bets? So, but anyway, no, I'm just saying. But, you caught the bets, they were quiet. But I'm just saying, these guys work really, really hard. I'm telling you. It's been times that I've lacked in like, wait, these guys are running hard. So like, I want you guys to know that like, you have a good team behind you. I think the mayor, he specifically set this team because he knew what we can do. And he knew that we, will protect you guys in the residence. So don't be afraid. Like I said, we keep our numbers out. I'm sure they give theirs out. So.
Oh, okay.
And everybody keep in mind, we're just getting started.
There you go.
Oh, man, look,
We just,
We're just getting
we
started.
have tours in
we have
there.
up to 40 members already blacked
I know
out. So.
we seeing magic wands and stuff like that. That's not reality.
Yeah, no, that's kind of my reality. I grew up in the 90s and Disney Channel said you can make it happen. So
Everything
we
do
could,
doing it as a talent because we're not experts. We learn as we go. So oh, we can do that.
A work there.
Work in
So,
progress.
yeah.
All right, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Any hearts and minds? All hearts and minds are good. Mayor, Gus, love to everybody. All right, Mike.
Yeah, I have something in my mind, but it's weighing heavy that I can't get out my mouth. I've been trying to get to it. I just can't get back to it. It's really important. I feel like it's something of context that we need to keep note of, but I'm not gonna force anything. So I hope it comes to mind soon, and I'm gonna just shout it out when I find it. You know? Yeah. It's one of those.
Did you guys get your certificate?
No, that's why I need your first and last name for your certificate. The application for Keep PA Beautiful, please fill it out. Your application for Keep PA Beautiful. That's one thing that needs to be done. All right. Talk to you soon.